So last week, a friend of mine asked me a question, wanting to know if intertribe marriage could work out. And my answer to that question is not just a yes or a no. It's rather, are you willing to put in the effort it requires? Right? So before I dive into today's topic, I just want to remind those new year that I'm not someone that tells you what to do. I'm just here to prepare those willing to get married within the next 2 to 5 years, prepare properly and wise and choose wisely. Right. So if someone has asked you a question like this before, do well to save this video or share to them just to provide a solution to their questions. Right. So going back to what we have to for today, if intertribe marriage can work out. I happen to be someone who is involved in one, right? So based on my family background, while as a young boy, my mom often tells us that she was not someone that restricted us to marry from a particular tribe because I'm Igbo, right? So I was open to getting married from any tribe, be the person Yoruba, Hausa, or what have you. As God may have it, my wife is from Idoma in Benue State. So I'm involved in intertribe marriage, and I can also tell you some things that happened during my selection process, but not in this video, in my next video. So intertribe marriage can actually work, but it requires a lot of effort. We have to go back to the basic of what makes marriage work out. A marriage, no matter how long it has stayed, a marriage of 30 years can crumble. A marriage of 40 years can crumble. To surprise you. A marriage of 5 years can crumble. A marriage of 6 months can crumble. A marriage of 2 years can crumble. A marriage of 10 years can crumble. But what keeps marriages? For two individuals to continue making continuous and conscious effort constantly for it to work. That there's a constant effort which is conscious. You know that you are putting this effort for this thing to work out. If any party, be the man or the woman, if anybody stops putting in the effort that marriage requires for it to work out, if they stop, that marriage will crumble. So you need to brace up and know that for intertribe marriage, it's not even the question of a you can't even say is it an option for you to prepare or not? It is compulsory. You must prepare before you get into intertribe marriage because there's this argument that intertribe marriage crashes more often than those from similar tribes. Is a lie, right? Once you are ready to put in the effort, your marriage will last. So I'm going to be giving us 3 key points on how to go about intra-tribe marriage, especially when the families are not in support of such marriages, right? So one is this: you need to respect their decisions. You need to show commitment. The second, and you need to talk about it. So I'm going to be starting from the third one, which is basically the first indirectly. So you need to talk about you need to talk with your partner. You need to talk about the marriage. You need to share ideas. You need to talk about the key cultural differences just to know if this person is willing to cope with them because love is just the foundation, but understanding is key to a successful marriage, right? Love is just the foundation. You can't love somebody, but if you don't get to understand the key difference, for me, I was Igbo, so I started to understand Idoma. Okay, they have what they call Aleku. It says this. It says if you do this, you do that. So I had to show this commitment, and I had to find out that okay, it's when you start to talk about it, the cultural differences with the partner, then that's when you get to know if you as an individual you can cope in such marriages before even involving your family. You don't need to involve your family first. You need to talk to the person and involve yourself, get into it. Then when you are certain that you can cope with this, you are genuine about this and you want to go ahead with that, and your family is not showing this commitment to, you need to respect their stand. Find out why they don't want to get married from such a tribe. It's even common that someone can be Igbo, maybe in Anambra, and they tell you that you shouldn't bring someone from Imo State or Enugu State to get married. It's even as bad as you can even be from Anambra in a particular town. They tell you don't bring someone from a different town to get married. It happened to me personally, in the sense that before I got married, this girl I wanted to settle with. Then her mother told her that she can't marry someone from a different town. That's my town from the same Anambra State. And her reason was because I think her younger sister thereabout went to serve someone from my town and she was maltreated and all that. And so they were bringing all these grudges up and rubbing it on their children. You get so it happens in that case. Some parents they bring up grudges from the past and they rub it on kids. So you don't have to panic when that's the case, right? Because it happens. You just need to respect the family's decision, try to understand, okay, what is the reason why they don't want their daughter or their son to get married from my own tribe. So it's when you know these reasons that you can know how to tackle them properly. You need to start appealing to their consciences. You need to make them see that in every tribe we have both good people and we have both bad people, right? In fact, that we have good people in a particular tribe is an evidence that we have good people, and that you have good people in a particular tribe is an evidence that you have also bad people. So you need to make them start to see the reasons why they need to approve of the both of you getting married, so and give their blessings. It's with time. You don't need to be arrogant about it. If you're arrogant about it, being so angry, it even makes the case worse. Then you as an individual, you need to show some form of commitment, right? You need to show some form of commitment. For me, marrying an Idoma lady, I started to learn some of the good things, about Bear, and she started to find out some things about us and what is chin on. So I used to tell her then that it means that God is close to us, God is near us, and all that. You need to show that commitment. You don't need to tolerate their culture. You need to start to learn and adapt with their culture. So, but above all, you still need to talk to God about it, right? Because when I was going to see my in-law for the first time, I had to consult my maker. I had to tell God, please, um, make them accept me, right? Make them accept me. You're the only one that can touch the heart of a man. So you need to talk to your maker. He makes things easier for you. And I believe with these three key points, it's going to help you sort out any issue with families when it has to do with intertribal marriage where they don't accept you to get married to their daughter or their sons. So if you're just seeing me for the first time, do well to subscribe to my channel. I help young people preparing to get married, prepare wisely and properly. And if you know someone that needs a video, please do well to share with them. Thanks for watching. And I have a very free gift, a free gift on the description of this video. There's a link to my free gift. It's a free checklist for those planning to get married. You can go download and go through it for yourself. It's going to help you a long way. Thank you so much.